Hey, I'm Max from Living the Lit TV, and I'm here with Anthony Green. Hey, man, how you doing?
Great, man. How you doing?
How's the tour so far?
The tour has been so phenomenal. I absolutely love playing these songs every night, and it's a joy to be playing music every day.
That's great, man. I know you brought James along the tour. How's that going along?
It's going great. He absolutely loves the road. He's road ready. The crew loves him. He's been sleeping fine. He seems to be adapting perfectly. So it makes it really easy for me, because it was something I was really worried about. And being able to have him, around every day, and go play music. It's just like, it's a dream come true.
All right. Well, first question's off. What's your favorite movie of all time?
I don't really pick all-time favorites of things, because I reserve the right to constantly change my mind on things. So it's difficult.
Well, at the meantime, right now, what's your favorite movie?
I would probably say my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies is, I know this is like the cheesiest thing ever, but The Princess Bride is probably one of my favorite movies. It's just stood the test of time.
Yeah.
But there are so many movies, that are incredible, that I absolutely love.
Do you have like a top?
I love Clockwork Orange. I used to watch that all the time. I love the Coen brothers and everything they do. This tour, actually, the laminates for the tour are like kind of a playoff of the poster for the movie No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm a huge Cormac McCarthy fan, and I love the Coen brothers, and I just love that movie. And I used to get teased in Circa because I would put it on every fucking day, just because I like the glow of it. Even though it's violent and intense, just love that glow. And they have the ability to make these movies that are so diverse, and one movie will be like fucking chase type of movie where there's violence and intensity, and the next one will be like just about a guy who is a teacher. It's like almost a very uneventful thing, like A Serious Man. And just being able to watch that diversity, I think anybody that does any type of art form should that does it well is able to kind of operate around diversity and do different things. I love being able to play like different types of songs and be in like a heavier band and then play more poppy songs and kind of just do what I want.
That's great. All right. If you had the choice of having any creature, like mythical, real creature, what animal would it be and why?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I would love for someone to find a Loch Ness monster someday. That'd be pretty sweet, though.
All right, man.
Just to fuck the world up,
Okay, you've heard of the presidential elections coming up and stuff, so if you had the power to be president and were president, what would you do differently in our society?
I don't want to talk about that.
Politics, you're not?
I just don't want to talk about
I respect that. Okay, if you could live at any time in history, what time in history would you choose and why?
Sometimes I think it would be really cool to have grown up in the 60s and 70s just because of the music, I used to think that when it would have been so much cooler to be alive in the 60s and 70s because all the new music that was coming out, and just the way that music was back then, it seemed to be more valued, and there seemed to be more of a quality, more of a value to music back then. But I think that if I had to choose, I would be living right now, because there's some tremendously important things happening to music and the music industry, and I think just the creative collective spirit is growing among like-minded artists and young people, and there is something changing in the world, and definitely centered around art and the performing arts and music, poetry, and sculpture, and dance. Very excited to be alive right now.
That's great. Okay, how much of a drastic change has James made? I know you've touched on that right now, but overall, your personality, your work life, your relationship with your wife, how has that impacted all of that together?
And it's changed it enormously. My life is just not the same. And in all of the ways that it's changed, they've been great and joyful. And it's just like every evolving chapter of your life things are going to change, and you have to either embrace it and take it in as like a positive evolution, or you can sometimes like not accept it and fight against it, and then you're going to be a little troubled, But my life is, I'm not complaining about my life. I'm so blessed.
I see you really love your James. Like, I see you taking photos of him, being happy.
Best fucking thing that ever happened to me. He's just the embodiment of love and joy, and he's a big, bright, healing light in my life. And he's been, such a tremendous source of joy to me and my family, and really has changed all of our priorities, in a way that maybe skews it, maybe not changed it, but takes it back to a place where it's just focused on love and being together and being honest and open, and everything around that will take care of itself.
I know from hands-on experience, how was it the first 2 months, first 6 months? To wake up in the morning, you have to change their diapers and stuff. How was that for you?
It's really tough. I mean, it's hard to adapt. Adaptation is a difficult process. Some people it's easier than others, but I've never, there's never been a change in my life where I haven't fought against it a little bit, and before I realized that that I should be more willing and strive for more acceptance. It's been a challenge, but he's such a precious creature, and he's so reflective of love, and just loves and is happy, and it's difficult to be bummed ever, I'm tired, but look at that face, hear that voice, just smelling him, it's if your priorities have to be in the right spot, or else you're not going to adapt well. And if you're all worried about trying to retain some kind of bullshit idea of personal freedom that never existed anyway, then it could be difficult for you. But I just love him. I'll do anything for him. And the second he was born, that's the way it was. I wanted to do everything for him, be there for him, and everything in the name of him. And I have another child that's coming, and I want to have. I've always, I've always been a little confused about what I wanted,
Yeah.
And I really just want
So you were
my family to be stoked, and I want to have a happy family.
Yeah. It's great, man. Do you have a due date, if you don't mind sharing with us?
It's in May.
May?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you released Beautiful Things about 2 weeks ago. What kind of feedback have you gotten from your fans? What is the main thing you're trying to say in your album, if there's any at all?
I get the feedback has been really good. The shows have been incredibly intense, and there have been a lot of sold-out shows where I didn't think we could.
Maybe I went in Dallas right now.
Yeah, tonight's sold out, and I didn't think it was possible to sell, 800 tickets in Dallas,
Wow.
So it's that's a surprise to me, and the energy, and people have been singing since the album's been coming out. Since the album's come out, everybody's been singing along, and
how does that feel? How does that feel?
It's great. It was awesome.
Can you describe it in one word?
I couldn't. It's just tremendous. It's amazing. Everything I could say about it is just going to make it sound,
An understatement?
Yeah, it's just bullshit to try to describe it. It's just, there's some kind of feeling that happens when you, it's like a drug. It's the best thing ever.
It's amazing. All right, what track off your new album really hits you personal? You really spent a lot of time and hard work, or, anything that...
Every song on the album took a lot of time and hard work, and was, something that was very personal. But right now, I've been really, really enjoying playing Moon Song. It's my favorite song to play live, probably. And Get Out has this little new song that comes at the end. It's like a little piece of a new song that we've written, and it's one of my favorite things I've ever written. And we play that at the end of Get Out, so I've been loving playing Get Out. Get As While You Can. And we also play Get Out during the set, too.
Oh, really? So, will we be hearing any old songs from, say, 5 years ago?
Yeah, I'll probably play 7 Years. I'll probably play Plays Pretty for Baby, the Zoloft way.
I love that one.
I'll play Dying to Reach You. I'll play all that shit.
How about, Wish You Were Here?
No, I probably won't do that. But actually, I'm gonna cover the Deftones tonight.
Really?
Yeah,
What
We're
song?
gonna cover Diamond Eyes tonight. Make it real bluesy.
Okay, your two music videos, Dear Child and Get Yours While You Can. To me, when I watch Dear Child, I get like this really kid funny, weird feeling from it. And with your new video, Get Yours While You Can, you're literally like you would describe it, you're laying on your boner. And where did that inspiration from those videos come from?
Well, the first one was just sort of, I kind of wanted to just do like an Alice in Wonderland type of animated video that I didn't have to be in it. But then the guys, our buddy Matt Starosky fucking killed it on it and had this vision and got a great artist and just made this cool little world and this cool little story up. And for the Get Yours While You Can, Isaac Ravi Shankar just came up, he came up with this idea, and I said, I liked the idea, I just didn't want to be performing in the video, I'd rather be dead than performing in the video. And he was like, all right, well, let's make you dead in the video. So like the whole video, it's like sort of a metaphor for like when you're watching this video, like, and I'm dead, like I'm not a part of it, I'm not doing anything. Like my song's playing, people are reacting to it and dancing to it and doing weird shit to it, but my personal aspect of it, me as a person, is dead. It's not existent there. It doesn't exist there. It's motionless. It doesn't do anything. You know, it's the people around it that are doing this stuff. And I just thought that metaphor for the video was really awesome. And nobody seems to really get that. Everybody seems to think it's like a planking video.
That's what I thought at first. I didn't want to disrespect that.
I don't really give a shit. You know, to me, I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever been involved in.
It's a really good
He did
video.
such a good job. Everybody in the video killed it. So if people think it's a planking video, that's cool. It's so much more than that.
If you can go back in time and give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
Next question. I'm sorry.
All right, what about high school? How was your high school life like?
Next question.
All right, well, here's some rumors. In your interview, in another interview with AP, you mentioned you had a metal project. Can you give us a little something?
Yeah, I can say something about that project. I got excited about it down there.
Yeah, Patriots tomorrow.
I'm gonna put out a Nostradamus record at some point in the future, and it's gonna be one of the heaviest things I've ever done.
Nice. So we should be really, really excited about that.
Yeah.
All right, what about your other project, Young Legs?
That is being worked on right now, and probably won't come out until Circa's record comes out. But it's gonna be like heavy. It's gonna sound like that. It's gonna be heavily electronic. It's all being written on an iPad. There's only a few songs that I bring in there with an acoustic guitar, and we'll probably strip the acoustic away and make it really experimental and strange.
So if you had the chance, would you do like dubstep, rap, or anything like that? I know you mentioned a while back that you would kind of.
I wouldn't. I don't really listen to very much rap. I listen to some hip hop, some R&B, and I like, you know,
Chris Brown.
I really love Jay-Z, and I love, like, you know, the Roots, and fucking, you know, like, I love Erykah Badu, and, like Lauryn Hill, and shit like that. I love hip hop and R&B, and some like Dirty South type of shit. I just don't like rappers that sound like they're like super tired or something. Like I like shit that's like got like
A feel to it.
yeah, like I like Wu-Tang. Like I grew up, like when I heard Wu-Tang when I was a kid, and people were like, oh, you know, rap music, fuck rap music, all about punk rock and shit. Like, I kind of like Wu-Tang. That's just got like fire. But yeah, I don't want to talk shit.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, really, a lot of people look up to you as a musician, a father, and really just a great person. You do a lot. You give back to your community a lot, and I think that's what people take to account. That you really care for people. You really care about the music industry. Would you ever consider, I guess, writing a biography about yourself?
First of all, I don't care about the music industry at all. I mean, I like watching the music industry, sort of like how I like watching, you know, Teen Mom or The Jersey Shore. Like I just like watching the shit go down. But I've been fortunate to work with incredible people in the industry, like the people at Photo Finish Records, you know, the people who manage us, you know, at Vector, and different people in the industry that have been fucking incredible, and we've been blessed with the opportunity to work with. But the music industry is in a very strange state.
It really is. All right, thanks, man. All right, well, that concludes it with Anthony Green. Thanks for watching.